Okay, so one of the things that I recommend to all of my ladies is figure out how fast you can get to 25. 25 recommendations, 25 testimonials. One thing that we don't think about often that's a part of building brand authority is getting referrals and references. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the things that I do every single time I have a client interaction to make sure that I secure both of them. Testimonials serve as the bread and butter and a part of the baseline for building your elite brand, for helping you build brand authority. Another reason why reviews are critical and you need to hear them is that it helps you write better content. This is not the content video, but when you get a review, I highly recommend that you put it in your brag book. I'll have a totally different video on how I built my brag book and how it helps me build content throughout the calendar year. A lot of women are afraid to ask for reviews. We think if we ask for a review or a testimonial that it's begging, that we're forcing someone to do something that they don't want to do. Other women are afraid that they did not do exactly what they said they would do, and so they omit the review asking process altogether. You should not feel fear in asking for reviews, and nor should you think it is putting someone out. It is not an inconvenience for someone to leave you a review. Think about how many times you as a consumer leave a review. When you experience excellent customer service, don't you call the manager over and say, hey, this has been fabulous? And so often when I talk to women, they say, well, I've never charged before. That's okay. You provided a service. Sometimes they'll say, oh, but they only bought the lowest package. It doesn't matter what that price point was. What matters is, did you meet the expectations? Did you exceed client experiences? And are they willing to talk about it? There are a couple of ways, a couple of vehicles that you can use to secure their testimonials. The number one way that I like getting testimonials is video. Why? Because video can get transitioned into every other medium. If they don't leave a video testimonial, then I will ask for a jot form that's pre-filled. You might want to do a type form, or I will say, please leave me a LinkedIn recommendation or review. But when you're asking for reviews, you need to be very specific so people say the words you need and want them to say. If they don't know what you want them to say, they're going to say whatever they feel, and it might not be in alignment with the reputation you want to build. So number one, what you want to do is educate them on why you need the testimonial. Hey, Bob, hey, Sue, thank you so much for letting me know this was of value to you. To make sure I can continue to serve other clients like you well, will you please leave me a review? Number two, tell them exactly what you want them to say. What are your keywords, your buzzwords, your brand words that you want them to highlight every single time? I'm on a mission to help women become authorities in their industry. Therefore, when I ask someone for a testimonial, I say, hey, here's a testimonial template to help you out. Please make sure that when you're recording your video, please make sure that when you're writing your review, you talk about brand operations authority or somewhere in the middle. Giving people the words to say will help you resonate in their minds and help the message come off naturally because they're still saying it. The next thing you want to do is give options. The way you provide options is say, hey, when we're done with this call, I would love it if you would leave me a review. You're going to get an email that will give you 3 options on ways you can continue to support the work that I am doing. How does that sound? And the 3 options are, here's a link to drop your video, please no longer than 60 to 90 seconds. Here's a link to a jot form, or if you choose, hit that reply button. What if you did that every single client interaction? How quickly could you get to your 25? The last thing that I want to recommend that you do is don't wait until the end of the experience to ask for the testimonial. I highly recommend that you start your call with, at the end of this call, At the end of this meeting, I'm going to ask you to leave me a quick review if that's okay for you, if it's not too much trouble. Once you're in the call and you're feeling the tone and people are saying yes to things that you're asking, they feel affirmed by the work that you're doing or have already done for them, maybe take a pause. When they say, oh my gosh, I just realized. When they have that aha moment, that is your perfect time to let them finish that statement and then say, wow, I would not have said it better. Would you mind putting that exact same messaging in a review? It would really help me support other women, patients, clients, support champions like you. And then at the end of the call, remind them of what they agreed to. Hey, do you remember while we were in the call, you said you wouldn't mind leaving me a review? Perfect. I promise it will not take any more than 90 seconds. You will get a link immediately after this experience. Building testimonials builds momentum, it builds brand recognition, and it helps you build authority in a niche you already care about. I hope this video helps. Stay tuned for the next one. Don't forget to check out the latest episode of 10,000 Voices, and I will see you all on the other side. Have a fabulous day.